They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running the counter with Mostert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a play fake. Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Get this underneath to Jacobs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
You know I'm
get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. Every time I hear fans telling me tackling is not a part of the game anymore, plays like that.
What the fuck is this thing?
Who is that?
You have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So that Charles had a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator.
Who is that?
Oh.
Oh.
This is where we
Hi,
trust
Jenna.
him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out. And the football will be at the 25-yard line.
go with Jay. Yeah, you gotta talk to Jay about that one. He asked me, I didn't ask him. DJ asked me. And then he never asked. He got more sure. I was like, what you
They fumbled the last time they had the football. Yeah, that's exactly why he led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
I did not say I was wearing t-shirts in the pants.
I'm gonna wear t-shirts.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. That's cap. Oh God, I didn't say that.
But they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
I'm not talking to them.
Yeah, but I don't got a ticket.
Only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I didn't say you were on your DJ. No, she didn't. Just a little twinkie boy. Brian, I was my horn. You know I do.
Set for 3rd down.
DJ!
Adriana!
Put your camera on. DJ, where are you on the field?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Number 12, he was like dancing.
Oh yeah, I was be doing that shit, and I was getting in trouble for it too.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Yeah, I was getting in trouble for dancing on the field. They'd be like, stop fucking dancing around and focus.
City picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I'd be like,
Here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory.
nah, I should be like, I'm chilling, bro, chill. I should be like, I'm listening. But if I fuck up one time, I'd be like, that's you fucking get. Nah, that shit.
Wait, EJ.
Yeah.
Now here's Mahomes. This is incomplete.
Better get back on their heels on this drive. The chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
But what if he says no, then you'll get mad at him. Why, Mom? I'm not going to carry
On 2nd down,
okay,
and down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7.
But BJ's going to have to wear it gray.
I'm not gonna lie, I was probably wearing a gray anyway. Yeah.
Right. No one's going to want to wear gray. That's what I'm It's not. It's like a gray bluish. Like,
Mahomes now to throw.
She was
forced out of bounds, shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Who's helmet? I'm fucking that nigga. You couldn't throw it.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now
I'm bored.
used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration.
I'm
Now
surprised
seemingly
like,
automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive
I'm about to ask Jay. Hold on, I'll tell you.
wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. These two teams all tied after one.
What now?
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, now Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
George Karlaftis.
The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is Eagles now 10-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. With Mostert up the middle. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
George Karlaftis able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
They'll drop to throw. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 51-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Carr now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Once again, it's Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
the middle they go with Mostert. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it.